Hey everyone, and welcome to Cookie Crumb Fun. I am Claire, and in today's video, we're going to do a collaboration with Ingrid over at Mommy Mia Homeschool Chronicles. And she came up with this fantastic idea of sharing Thanksgiving recipes that we might share around our table this Thanksgiving. One of the things that I do, I eat Trim Healthy Mama way. So I'm going to share with you two drinks that we sip on with Trim Healthy Mama that you can make either cold or hot. And there's also ways that you can make it if you don't eat Trim Healthy Mama. You just follow the recipe and make the different changes that are in the recipe. So if you're interested in that, I would love you to stick around and watch it. So the first thing you need is 2 cups of hot water. You don't have to measure it exactly. You can just use 2 coffee mugs. And got this one at the 99-cent store, and this one I got at Home Goods. I just love this one. Turkey and the pumpkins all over it. Isn't it beautiful? It was only like $4. Anyway, so I have 2 I'm going to say it wrong, Rubio's tea bags here and 2 peppermint tea bags here. They are going to go in each and steep. That's step 1. Alright, so while I wait for my tea bags to steep over here, I got out all my ingredients that I'm going to need. This is a THM recipe. I will have links below to it, but you can change a few things and make it a non-THM recipe because I use the stevia for sweetener. You could probably use honey or sugar, whatever you choose. I'm going to be using MCT oil, but you can also add coconut oil or butter to it. I'm using the gray Celtic salt, and you could just use Himalayan pink salt. And I am using my whey protein because you only use like a teaspoon in it, and it just helps it make it frothy. So you can use a different protein that you have, or you can just skip it altogether. Do not replace this with cottage cheese like you can in some recipes because you don't want cottage cheese in this beautiful, lovely sip. And then the Winter Wonderland sip is going to have the glucose in it. And this, you can also use xanthan gum. And you're only going to use like a tiny, tiny bit, like a pinch. So this thickens it and adds some fiber, but you can also make it without. This is like an optional thing. I'm just going to add it to help thicken. It's only in the Winter Wonderland sip, right? But right now I got to tell you, it smells so good with these tea bags steeping. So good. So I'm going to be blending them in my Ninja. You could use anything. If you have a wand, where is it? Here it is over here. If you have a whisk that you use for your coffee, a frother, you could use one of these. I'm sure to blend it all together because it has some oils and powders in it, so you're going to want to blend it all together, so you can use that. If you have a hand immersion blender, and you can do it that. If you do have a Ninja, I don't recommend doing it in single serve because it is a hot liquid and you're going to need, it builds up pressure, so you're going to need to have to use the full blender part. All right, so these are almost done steeping, and I'll get together all the ingredients and into the blender and show you what it all going to look like. So I put all my ingredients in my blender for the pumpkin pie sip, and I'm going to blend this up. I'll pause it so you don't have to listen to the noise. So there it is, all mixed up. I just blended it up real quick. And this is the concentrate for the pumpkin pie sip. You can either put it in a cup and add some hot water to it and adjust your flavors and drink it hot, or you can put it in a jar with some ice and sip it cold. So depending on how you feel, if you want a cold drink, if you want a hot drink, you can do it either way. Today I'm going to make it a cold drink so that I can drink it throughout the day. And for Trim Healthy Mama, it is called a sipper. It's a fuel pull sipper. So I'm going to get my jar with some ice in it and let you know how that looks. So here's my quart jar with I filled it with ice, and then I poured the sipper in here. And it's going to cool down, and it's going to, with the concentrate, the water, it's going to get all to good strength. And what I did, it suggests that you fill up the rest of the jar with water. So I put the water in the Ninja, and then I shake it around so it gets all the bits and pieces that were left in there, so that I can add extra flavor to it. And then that was just perfect amount. All right. So there is the pumpkin pie sip. Let me get a straw. So here it is. Give it a little stir. And what you can do is adjust the flavors, like whatever sweetener you use. You can taste it and then add more. If you think it needs more pumpkin pie spice. I'm sure you could probably just add a little bit at a time, or vanilla, and see how it goes. So I'm going to taste it to see how it tastes. Oh wow, that tastes really good. I've not made one of these in a long time. So this is a great drink for the holidays, and drinking it hot is basically the same way but without the ice. Okay? You just put it in this jar, and you add some hot water to it, and it's so good hot. It really is. It's one of those wonderful drinks that you can drink hot. And if you're not a coffee drinker, this is perfect. So I'll have a link below to this recipe, and next I'm going to make the Winter Wonderland sip. But I may just pause and drink some more of this first. It's so good. So in the blender now, I have the ingredients for the Winter Wonderland sip. This is the recipe name from the True Healthy Mama Cookbook. All right, but I will have links below to this recipe. This is a peppermint. It's described as, this drink has a wintry peppermint snap with a sugar cookie hint. Yes, it is, because it's sweet and it has a little bit of the vanilla in it and some peppermint extract and the peppermint tea. This drink you can also have hot, which is even better than the pumpkin pie one hot. You can just put it in your cup and add some more hot water to it, because it is concentrated. You don't want to drink it full strength. I mean, if you like it that way, you go ahead and do it, but you're going to want to add some hot water to it. But I'm going to put it in the quart jar the same way I did with the pumpkin pie one over here. And this one's even more frothy. Look at that. Oh, that looks so good. And I'm going to top it off with some more water, and like I did with the pumpkin one, I'm going to put the water in my blender. So you may already do this with your drinks that you make in your blender, but this is just a little free tip that I'm going to give you is rinse it out. Like if you make a shake, put a little bit of milk in there and shake it out, you know, if you can't get the bits and pieces out. But you know, there's flavor still in there, especially if you do Trim Healthy Mom and you make a singing canary. There is bits and pieces of the lemon all over it. So that's what you do. You put the water in there and you shake it around. All right? So now what you do is you just mix it up, and then you're going to want to adjust your flavors. You're going to want to taste it to see if it has enough of the peppermint extract, or if you need to add more of your sweetener, which I used the stevia. So I'm going to taste this. I'll just go like that. Oh, wow. That is so good. I have not made these drinks probably in 2 years. I have not made these drinks in so long. And I'm going to be making them hot for my family on Thanksgiving, because I think my mother-in-law will enjoy some of these. So, all right. So those are the sipper drinks that you can make for your holidays, so that you are hydrated and you are not missing out on any flavored drinks that might be coming around. Like if your family has a punch and you don't want to eat all that sugar or whatever might be in the drinks. Would you like to taste the peppermint one? You think you'll like it? Go ahead and taste the peppermint one. My children tasted the pumpkin pie one and they all liked it. But not all kids like the minty peppermint.
Abigail.
It's good, huh? You like it? Okay, Amelia, would you like to try the peppermint one? Whoops. Sorry, the strum.
I like that one.
You like the pumpkin one better?
Yeah.
Here, no. Taste this one.
I did.
Oh, did you like it? No, she wants this one. So the kids like it. It's kid approved. And it's a great substitute for soda.
Can I have another one?
Just a minute. I'll let you have some. All right. So there you have it. Those are 2 wonderful drinks to have for your Thanksgiving. And you can also drink them all year round. You can have them cold. You know, if you do Christmas in July, or whatever you do, like the Canadian Thanksgiving, you can do that back in October, and you can have these wonderful drinks. So, here, step down, sweetie. Hang on. She wants more. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this collab. Make sure you check out the recipes below in the description box. Plus, the playlist is below. And go check out Ingrid's channel. And thank you, Ingrid, for coming up with this video collab for Thanksgiving cooking. See you next time. Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.
You say happy Thanksgiving?
Happy Thanksgiving. 7,